This is AMF Boxing. I'm your host, Ashley Few, and I'm giving my reaction to Tommy Fury's fight last night. I felt like that was a really good fight for Tommy. I felt like it's exactly what he needed to do. The opponent he needed to go up against, he didn't need to be blowing people away in 2-3 rounds. He needs to learn something other than just knocking people out. He had really good little twitchy movements, little feints to offset his opponent. I felt like he's taking the sting out the punches just like Tyson Fury did, which I thought was really good. The boy threw a nice 1-2 towards Tommy, and he stepped back and literally looked like a glancing shot, where if he would have just stood there, I reckon that would have probably knocked him out or dropped him. I feel like Tommy is at that stage where he's learning the basics. He didn't have a very big amateur background. I think he had 10 amateur fights. He does really well at stepping back and then throwing the uppercut, which I wanted to see it just a little bit more of. He was throwing, he threw a few right hooks out of distance, but he's still learning, so I thought, that stuff's sort of going to happen, as we've seen against young prospects who are on the way up. I felt like he needed to set it up a little bit more by throwing a few jabs and a few check left hooks to then sort of set the right hand up, go to the body. He needed to go to the body a little bit more. I felt like he was relying on his power a little bit. He was facing a game opponent. I felt like that guy would have given him a good, even if it had been a 10-round fight, I felt like it would have gone the distance. I think his next fight should be a six-round fight. I feel like he'll step up the opponent again. I'm really interested to see how Tommy does in his career. I think he speaks well. He's a nice boy. He doesn't seem like a nasty person. I think he should do it the proper way. Start fighting people who will give you good tests, and step it up slowly, and then fight a British champion, then fight a European champion, and then if he comes through those, then move up to a world champion. I believe Tommy can go all the way. The big matchup everyone's talking about is Jake Paul. I think that's the best fight that could happen for both of them. I think they both bring a lot of eyeballs to the sport. They're both big stars. Got a lot of fans on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. I think right now, I believe Jake would look very similar to how the boy looked last night against Tommy. People underestimate the low-key fighters. A lot of people might not come there to win. They might just come for a paycheck, but then some people are there to win. And that boy last night was there to win against Tommy. I really liked how the boy was walking him down until Tommy took that step back and threw the uppercut. That was probably the best punch of the fight. I feel like he needs to stay off the ropes a little bit as well. He'll sit on the ropes and wait for you to throw, and then to to grab and then to move, you know. I feel like once his back touches the ropes, take a little step to the side, move your angle, and get out the way, you know, and then start back in the middle of the ring. I think he's got a lot to learn. I feel like he's took a lot of things from Tyson by leaning on the ropes and stuff like that, but Tyson can get away with it because he's 6'9". So when he leans back, it's, you know, makes the distance between you and him a lot further. Where when a shorter guy does it, it doesn't have the same effect. I think John Fury's, you know, putting him in the right direction. There's no rush. You're only on your 6th fight. If we go back and look at any of the people's career, like big name boxers, no one can name their first 15, 20 fights. Well, I can't anyway. If anyone can, let me know if anyone was fighting big name fights early in their career. Put a comment below. I'd like to see Tommy have about 10 fights, and then try go for a British champion. But he's in the right hands. John Fury seems to know what he's doing. Pardon me. And Frank Warren knows not to rush his fighters either. He'll get them opponents where they're coming in and they're learning fights. Yeah, I believe we'll see Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul in the future. And that's the fight at the moment for both of them. I know Jake's fighting Tyrone, and hopefully he comes through that, so we can see Jake Paul versus Tommy TNT Fury. This is AMF Boxing. I am out.